The ending of The Dark Knight. The ending of The Dark Knight. What Gordon says, and like what you're led to believe, is that, you know, we'll condemn you, we'll hunt you, but you can take it. The fact that, like, he's being hunted, it leads you to believe that he's kind of still gonna be Batman after that. Like, he's still gonna try and stop crime. And, like, he'll do it with the police hounding him because he can take it. He's not like the hero. But then, what you learn during Rises is that that ending scene was the last time you see Batman for 8 years. So it kind of totally undermines everything about the Dark Knight's ending. Because, like, anybody could be like, alright, I'm Batman, blame the murders on me, I'm not going to be Batman for the next 8 years, I have nothing to worry about. So it kind of makes, like, the epicness of the Dark Knight's ending, like, not pointless, but it's just, it undermines it.
It does.
Well, I think one reason for that may be you don't know what's going on with the writing team, what they're doing. They could have changed the plot line. They could have had something originally done into, like, where, you know, the past 8 years, Batman's been kind of stopping crime, but then...
But they didn't touch up on that.
No,
what's his name? JGL. When he was talking to Gordon, he's like, the last... JGL. I'm not going to say his whole entire name. Blake, if you want to say. Yes. Blake said to Gordon, like, the last confirmed sighting of the Batman was when he killed Harvey Dent.
And he was done.
He was done.
Now, how is...
And I understand that they wanted to do Dark Knight Returns, and they wanted to do that story, so it was necessary. But still, they could have done something where it's like, he's tried to fight crime for, like, the next 2 years, but then it just proved too much, and then he spent the next, like, 7 years...
Going off that, another thing, you have the Harvey Dent Act passed, and that keeps those guys locked up. There's just no need for Batman at that point, so there's... I mean, yeah, it does kind of undermine the ending of that, which is a little bit disappointing, but it makes sense for not having...
For that movie, it makes sense, like, but then again, if you're trying to look at the trilogy cohesively, it doesn't make sense for The Dark Knight, but it works for The Dark Knight Rises.
Now, I know we were talking about, we brought something up. In Dark Knight Rises, it is said that Dent kills 5 people.
This is a big plot hole. We
never figured out who the 5th person is. It's 2 cops, the
5
driver.
People dead.
The 2 cops, the driver.
No, but who were the 2 cops? All we know is Wirtz.
Wirtz. Now,
the cop in the bar.
The cop in the bar.
Wirtz.
Now, I actually read up on this. I actually started thinking that it was implied, but never put in the movie, that he kills 2 cops on the way out of the hospital.
Okay.
That's what I was told.
Alright.
Wait, but he's not...
I don't know if it was a deleted scene. I don't know.
I don't think that's the biggest problem. Like, what you should get from that is that, like, he killed people.
He killed 5 people. Yes, but we were just seeing it. We're like, wait a minute. We got the driver because he didn't kill what's his name?
Well,
he killed the driver. Maroni.
He didn't kill Maroni.
He did.
No, he didn't. The crash killed Maroni.
Yeah, but they give that to.
But they're gonna blame
because he shot the driver and caused the accident.
All right, that's fine. That's 2. That's 2 cops. No, it's 2.
The first cop in the bar.
Alright, Wirtz, driver, Maroni, and I guess the 2 random cops.
We were getting, like, off track for the Rises.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Alright.
Little
back
hole.
on track.
Back on hold. Dark Knight Rises.
One more plot hole that I'd like to bring up.
Okay.
Even though I love the movie, it ticked me off a little bit when he comes out of the pit. Right. One, we don't know what country.
That's the biggest thing.
We don't know where.
I thought it was Africa.
So yeah, I think they said that.
I think they said it was Africa or Mideast.
Mideast, somewhere like that.
But so you don't know where that is. How he gets back?
He's broke.
I assume he can sneak himself onto a
at this
plane.
He's
no money. He's bankrupt. All he has is his manor.
He does not have a cent to his name. He's in Africa. Gotham is, blockaded, and there's no way in.
The guy who's in the collector is guarding the bridge. I think I'm the only one who ever seen that movie.
The collector or Dexter?
Or Dexter, yes.
Quinn. Which also,
how
that's another thing.
How does he get past the block? I mean, obviously he has League of Shadows training. He's the best
fighter
in the world.
He doesn't have any
stuff.
He doesn't have his costume. He doesn't have any of his materials as Batman. He just has himself, which I guess still ninja training could yield some advantages. But what are you gonna do? Like
on top of recovering from a broken back.
Yeah. Another plot hole. It does not take 3 months to cure a broken back.
Or a punch in the spine does not fix a broken
Plus, there were no bruises either. They punch him in the spine. He does a couple push-ups. Then they show a shot of his back. There's not bruising. There's nothing.
Send that guy to Stephen Hawkins. They'll fix him instantly. Jeez.
One reason for that is because, I mean, maybe they could have extended it in the movie, but the timing of the nuclear bomb. Maybe they were like.
The months, the minutes, the days.
So you only have Batman in in the pit for I don't know how long before he has to get back. So that's the only reason why I could see them doing that.
They could have did like 24 style, like beep.
Yeah.
But you know, because maybe they could have just extended the bomb's length. But I guess they also wanted maybe a winter theme. Yeah, that was really cool.
That was on the ice.
The one time
you don't see a lot of like comic movies having like the specific seasons. Like normally it's just always in like spring or something. Yep, I like how they chose like that, especially with the shot of the ending with like the mob fight. You see like the snow falling. Well, I thought it was a really cool effect.
Isn't that the one time you see Batman actually fighting in the day?
In the daytime?
Yes, that's true.
Bring him out of his element.
Which goes back to earlier in the movie when Batman kills the lights and Bane's just
yes,
you were adaptable to the dark, but I was born in it. And
so he realized like he has to. It's not exactly his fear to fight in the day, but like he's overcome it and like he's comfortable doing it now.
And can I say, Nolan? I know people had some arguments with the fights in past movies were a little bit too fast. You really couldn't see anything happen.
Rises was beautiful.
Rises, you saw punch or punch. You saw everything.
You saw every
crisp,
delicate move.
Clear. It was fantastic.
Good action.
Unfucking believable.
Random scene that I enjoyed when they're in the sewers and it's like dark and the guys are shooting at Batman and he's just dodging.
Oh,
from the bullet light.
That was.
That's kind of random, but.
One thing I want to bring up, which is going to bring up a host of problems I have with the movie, is the overall theme. Now, with all the movies so far, they have distinct themes, and the stories and subplots like divide from the main theme. In Batman Begins, it's fear and like conquering your fears. In Dark Knight, it's chaos, what Bruce has to become to stop men like Joker, who's like chaos incarnate, and that's beautiful, and everything made sense. And The Dark Knight Rises, I've been reading, it's supposed to be hope, and it makes sense.
I can see that.
A lot of stuff reaches from hope and stuff.
I thought it was supposed to be like war.
War. I mean, like themes are supposed to be about like human, like what, like how it affects humans and stuff. So like they were going for hope, and it makes sense because that's Bane's whole plan. So like the fact I give it credit because not a lot of comic book movies, not a lot of movies in general have like such a specific focus on theme and like try and like build the plot from that. But I found myself every single second thinking that they're doing all this in a stupid way, and like given the context of everything else going on in the story, there was just so first of all, Bane's master plan. Now I'll start with the big stuff. His whole plan just seemed entirely too pretentious and conceited. Like he says that he wants to feed Gotham hope to like poison their souls because you can't have true despair and like I can't screw with the citizens of Gotham without giving them a little bit of chance of hope. And that was the whole entire thing with like, oh, there's a citizen of Gotham that has the trigger. He might not do it. That's supposed to be the hope he's giving them. But I also figured like, who gives a shit? It's been like, it's gonna be 5 months until the bomb goes off, but he has the trigger to detonate the bomb anytime he wants.
People don't know it's gonna go off in 5 months.
They don't know?
I don't think they do.
How do they know the bomb?
The top people know because
Gordon found out though.
Yeah, Gordon found out because
Gordon figured out that it was Batman in 2 months.
But then that feeds in.
He has ties to Lucius Fox, who knows that the thing
the core
removed from it. Okay. The thing is, it's not common knowledge that it's 5 months.
So then,
because remember, the military on the bridge don't even know that.
Right.
Because they won't let the bus come through. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt's like, it's gonna go off in like 20 minutes. You gotta let us through. And then they're like, kill the bridge. And then.
So then that feeds into like the fact that Bane's purpose is that like he says to Bruce like I'm gonna feed Gotham hope and then have it destroy them. Whose message is that for? They're killing all the rich people.
Yeah.
They're killing by exile, and all the poor people are on his side. All the poor people are joining his army to rise and become a revolution. So whose message is that for? Who is he trying to give hopes up and then despair?
Yeah.
All the low class is with him though.
Middle class.
Okay. And then
middle class makes up the majority of America.
Okay. But
I think they got us.
I don't know the numbers.